classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing, Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They go play action. Bridgewater. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
That was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Play fake. Bridgewater being chased out left. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
They've got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater steps away to his left. And Cook has it, left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 44 yards. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Doxson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that. Super toe.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Sheds off the tackle. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Play fake. Winston. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's Winston, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd down, Bridgewater. A deep ball for Dotson, and that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. It's brought in by Dotson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down throw for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He finds McKinnon, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw, Bridgewater. Just keeping the play alive. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Everson Griffin able to drop him for a loss of 4. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First down, Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
A good pick up there at 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Bridgewater again. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Perriman in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is knocked down from the side. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw is Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll return it from the 6. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Doxson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the 2nd half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Winston now. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play, but you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down. The play clock's running down. On third down, Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Cook following the penalty. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Winston. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain. Jameis again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out